Hi, everyone. As the CEO of the fastest growing health coaching school in the world, I get to interact with a lot of people. I get to interact with our team. I get to interact with our students. A lot of it's online. And what I'm most excited about that's coming up is what happens live, because that's ultimately where I think the magic most happens. And so I'm actually taking over Real Talk today because Stacy and Carrie are deep in immersion for HCI Live. And holy cow, you know, my job in many ways is to let that collaboration do its thing because it works wonders. And I love Stacy and Carrie's commitment to always up-leveling. There's, you know, truly asking that question, how could it be even better? Taking any of the feedback and always up-leveling. And I'm going to be keynoting at HCI Live. And, you know, this is super alive for me because this is where I get to, what I believe, do my best work in the world, where I get to be the person that I wish everyone else to be as well, and basically model it and model the vulnerability and model the lessons relevant to my life story, but make it relevant to you. And what are the high quality questions that I could be asking you so that the same lessons can be arrived at in a compressed but powerful container that HCI Live is. And you know, it's HCI Live that essentially got me to buy into this mission. It's the seeing of purpose-driven coaches orienting towards growth and trust and possibility. And holy cow, how much can happen when that is the intention. So welcome anyone joining. I so look forward to seeing you again. Great to see familiar names. Good to see you, Lauren. And so, you know, I know some people have been to HCI Live, and I'm curious, what are you excited about in regards to HCI Live? What has touched your heart? And it's one of those things that I keep, as I go to different trainings, and as an example, I actually visited a community in Portugal they're peacemakers essentially in the world, but they aim to create amongst this community a healing biotope, a place that just by being in the field of people doing the work, it actually creates healing. And I know that could seem new age, but at the end of the day, I do believe that's what's happening. Where when we set an intention and commit to it, our best selves get to show up. And so, you know, in talking to people, again, from CEOs as part of the Healthcare CEO Roundtable that I'm now part of, to our students, to our team, how can we create a field where everyone is oriented towards the ocean of opportunity that's in front of us, as opposed to the scarcity that the world feeds us, right? I mean, from media to just the conditioning of not enoughness, not enough time, not enough energy, not enough money. And what happens when you put yourself in a space where the field is actually what's possible, and asking high quality questions and practicing high quality coaching sequences that get you jazzed for the impact of the work, but also get you asking yourself the questions that lead to epiphanies and breakthroughs and the opening of your heart. So that's a mouthful, and it's all true. And I stand by every one of it, and I commit to bringing all of you my best self and the lessons that I've learned most vulnerably, so that it creates an event where all of us can rise above the scarcity inherent in our conditioning. So with that, I would love to hear if this is resonating with you. Give me a yes, or something that has touched you in what I've shared. So I wanted to share, for me, this is about distilling the most relevant life lessons that I can to orient towards the possibility in front of us. And I try to get to the root of where do we diminish our inherent power. And I wanted to name one in particular, which is the language that we have conditioned ourselves to say in our head. So the tone of that language matters, and the words of that inner language matter. And so my question to you is, does your inner voice sound like an inner bully, or does it sound like a nurturing presence that's reassuring you that you're doing it right, you're choosing love? And we likely have the inner bully that beats us up. But the one we want to feed, and what this event is all about for me, is feeding the one that's nurturing and self-loving. So the thing I want you to look at is the moments where you say to yourself or out loud, I don't know. I really want you to get this one, and I want you to look in your life where you hear it, because you're going to hear it in almost every conversation. Look for the moments where people say, I don't know. And those are the moments where we actually are just fueling our body with toxicity and doubt. And that might sound intense, but I promise you, when you're saying I don't know, you're basically asking for doubt to tap into every one of your cells. And my request is that you replace that with I wonder. Replace I don't know with I wonder. And really try this one on. It's game changing if you really start paying attention. So I don't know how I'm going to get clients versus I wonder how I'll get clients. So who is committed to replacing I don't know with I wonder, please give me a yes in the comments. I'd love to see that. Yay. Thank you. So with that, I wanted to go to throne reading, as I know Stacy likes to do, and I came upon this book this week, and it was kind of the perfect timing because I was going into this leadership meeting we had actually in this yurt, in a circle, 10 of us, and 5 women and 5 men, actually, super balanced. And and I found it the day of setting up, which is the book that essentially got me into the entrepreneurial game from the very beginning. And it's called The Wellness Revolution. And holy cow, you know, there is a later version of this that's been updated. But just how true, this is written by an economist named Paul Zane Pilzer. And all the messages still resonate today, and just gets me jazzed for, there's no debating on this one. It's just us continuing to collaborate and share the value of our work and share our genuine care for others, and ask what's in service, what's most in service. And I promise you, if we are living from a place of service and not in a place of entitlement or expectation, that abundance comes. And so with that, I can't wait to meet you all in person. I can't wait to bring as much wisdom as I can. I love you all so much for just choosing a path of love, and can't wait to bring all that together so that we can create something super powerful for everyone. Much love, and see you soon.